Hey, come here. Say it. How you doing today? Good. Can I have the other one? Out of all times, you decide not to catch that. Whoop. So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something I've been wanting to do forever, is to take... I might be a little bit busy right now. You don't want me to do that? Not this video? I'm going to be rebuilding / building a power washer out of something I got for free. I'm gonna go outside and show you guys what the setup is, how we're gonna fix it, and it's gonna turn out to be one of the probably better power washers on the market. And I only spent $99. You need the eraser wheel. Oh, look at that. My fifth or fourth vehicle. That's fun. We're gonna see if Katie's new 6.0 here is actually gonna start just for the. Do you want? I'll go get it. Well, let the glow plugs, but you don't gotta. Just keep cranking it though, it should go. I think that's our problem. Just crank through. Yeah. So obviously Katie's 6.0 project, we had some couple starting issues on it, but I think it's, it'll crank and fire, but if you crank it and don't let it crank long enough, uses too much juice and the batteries won't start it. So I think if you just crank through, it'll start. However, up here, as I fall off the tire, this power washer I got for free a long time ago. I couldn't get it started, spark plugs, everything. I just tried and it just won't do it. New gas, old gas, oil, it doesn't work. Let me unload this and I'm gonna show you guys how we have a very expensive, sophisticated power washer, and we're gonna make it better than this. And I only spent $99. So, considering that thing's been in my bed for weeks now, and we don't really need this in the driveway at the moment because Katie's gonna do some detailing and I'm gonna obviously build the power washer. We'll bring this back in later to wash. So, I'm not gonna lie, hold on, I just drove past this, look at this. You guys saw our Chevy is not completed, but look at that purple in the sun. Oh baby, that color is just unreal. Oh, I absolutely love that. Perfect choice for that Chevy. Oh, with the weather finally getting nicer, we can do so much more on this channel. Just get so much more involved. So many cool projects, so many awesome things. And it's all gonna start right here. So obviously you guys know the situation. There is way too much going on here. And all these vehicles always need detailed and stuff. And the power washer we've been using, it's been leaky. And it seems a little underpowered anyway. So what we're gonna do is use this almost, it's an old Craftsman, like 2250 PSI, 6.0 horsepower, 2.5 gallons a minute. We are bumping the 6 horsepower to hold the phone, 6.5 horsepower Predator motor. Obviously, you guys know this is the famous motor from Harbor Freight. It's 99 bucks. People slap it on everything. As you can see, pressure washers, cement mixers, compressors, mowers, log splitters. They Predator engines, they make them so you could just slap them on pretty much anything in replacement of a blown, worn, extremely used motor, especially this one because it's very affordable at the price of $99. I've seen people slap these on go-karts. They have a whole line of motors, all the way from this to I think it's $1,000, and you can slap that on like a riding mower. They have so many different motors, different horsepowers, different stuff. They're all relatively cheap and affordable. Now the motor doesn't work, but these power washer pumps usually, to be honest, they last almost forever. power washer pumps are pretty darn strong here. So we're gonna be taking this off. I'm gonna show you guys a few easy steps. Get this off and get this replaced.
Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with? Yeah, 2233, I'm on 10 again. Yeah, state your name. Big been dope on flame. I just switched the lanes. Yeah, flex, I just wanna win. Yeah, LABB, who we running with?
Alright guys, so we kind of had a spill here. Didn't really know what I was getting into by taking this pump apart. But what you see here is, I mean, it's quite, I guess, simple. It's almost like a clutch mechanism. Those springs will push against this here, and then I guess it drives the pump. This is actually simple. This bearing-ish thing kind of just slides out. I didn't realize this thing was full of oil. I thought, yeah, nor do I know how to frickin' refill this, so I have to figure that out. I might be able to take this off and fill it, but this is gonna slide off here. Remember how this goes. So this will slide on. There's a nice little bearing in there. That looks pretty darn good, actually, for 1998. That looks pretty. Don't want to lose that. Let's put this straight down so we don't mess with that. All right. So that slides in there, and then when you're in there, you can see the 4 little hex heads slide this casing over the shaft of this motor, and then obviously our new shaft is there. So we're pretty much gonna take this whole housing and mount it to the new power washer. I just didn't know it was full of oil like that. So we're gonna go in there, take out these 4. I don't know if you can see, there's 4 Allen heads in there. Gonna take those out, and then we could take that and mount it to the new motor. I honestly think that I'm going to like detach that hose and stuff and kind of build this out here, trying to not recreate that mess if I have to fill up the oil or do anything in reverse. So gonna do that here really quick. Okay, so this was actually quite simply put together. Obviously, you got, it's pretty much like a clutch, literally. This is going to push your little friction plates or whatever, or flywheel, whatever. It's going to push these against this, and this will spin and create pressure to come out of here. Now, putting this back together is going to be tricky. I assume that I could pop this out and fill the pump with oil, so we're going to go with that. Putting this back in, these... It's not that difficult to kind of understand, but this is going to sit like that, right on that ball, and it kind of hugs around here like this. So it's not the most complex thing to put together, but it's going to be tricky trying to... Is that magnetic? It's not that tricky to put back together, but it's going to be difficult to get these to sit on here and back in. So let's try and do that now.
A long time ago, my friends over at Super Clean sent me a bunch of new products, and this is their floor absorbent. Obviously, this isn't on like a shop floor, but I did make quite the mess here. This is one of their new products that's available in AutoZone and their stores now. So I'm going to use this on the driveway today because I didn't realize I'd make this big of a mess.
Okay, so we have the pump put on the new Predator motor. Honestly, just from messing with this motor is actually it's pretty well constructed. Everything's like sturdy. There's like a metal chain in here to hold the cap on. It's a good motor. Obviously, we got our pump on. I'm gonna have to fill that with oil, fill the motor with oil, and the tank with fuel. Good thing gas prices are like $1 a gallon now. That was ridiculous. The cheapest over here at Costco is $1.07 a gallon. Can you believe that? I remember when I was like 16, had my 2006 Cummins, and not that guy over there, but I had a 2006 Cummins. It was about 120 so bucks to fill up. Gas prices were like $4.30 a gallon. No, regular and diesel, that was unreal. $1.07 a gallon. Honestly, if it hits below $1, I don't know, I'm gonna have to party or something. What we're doing here is the way looking at this old motor, I think their pressure control here, this is their throttle. It's their fancy little throttle situation going on. So, I don't really have any way to put the new throttle on here because it's built into the motor. I think it's just the throttle because there's no other throttle on here. The choke's right here. I'm guessing the throttle's down there. It looks like a throttle cable anyway. So I'm just gonna remove this feature because on the new motor, the little lever is like up in here. So instead of like rigging it to work, I figure I'd just use that throttle and then we can always hook up to our, you know, cleaning system for, I mean, just like usability. But I don't know, I've never even used those. Like, I've never personally used the like the multi-function tanks. I just never found them to work, or you fill them. It's just, to me, I don't know, but we'll hook that up just in case we ever want to use that feature. However, motor is held on by 4 bolts here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to save these spacers, put the new motor on there, and disconnect this, and we'll be in business here shortly. Wow guys, fitment on this is actually awesome. It even matched, I mean obviously there's probably like a standard protocol for like that size motor and base and stuff, but obviously Harbor Freight does an awesome job of making a universal motor swap. Looks super nice and neat and just awesome in general, guys. Oh wow, that does look really good. I had no idea about any of this prior to doing this project. This is literally my first time taking apart a power washer. Honestly, all I saw was there's obviously horizontal shaft motors or vertical shaft motors, and then accessories to go on each. So obviously our power washer pump here had to be mounted on somehow, and obviously I knew the 4 studs, so it was just kind of simple, kind of like a simple thought process, and it got me to here. So now we have it all on here really, and what we're going to do is I'm going to tighten all of our mounting studs back down. Oh, sorry, Huck. And then we could get this filled up with fresh fuel and oil, both in the pump and the motor, and we can give her a test. All right, guys. So we got everything really put back together. The motor's mounted. It's ready to go. Our pump is just out of oil because of I spilled it all over the ground. So I need to get more pump oil. And honestly gonna get fresh 93 octane in there. Just honestly, just run it how it should. It says 87 up, but you know, for some reason I've always seen them and felt them to run better on 93 octane. Even like my steel blower and stuff, running 93, it runs well. So I'm gonna go get a 5 gallons of 93. Everybody out there, this Blitz can, if you know, you know. I have a couple of these on deck. I actually was given a couple of these back in the day, and oh my goodness. For those of you who don't know, this is pretty much way back in the day when regulations and stuff were not strict. Straight pipe, no safety, just pours right out back in the day. So oh baby, these things are so nice, don't gotta worry about the lever and crap. So we're gonna go fill this up and get some pump oil at Home Depot, and we're gonna get some motor oil for the power washer itself, and then we'll fill it up with gas and we should be good to go. Just gonna put this in the bed. We'll get that out when we get there. Okay, so we're at Home Depot. Oh, guys, look at that. They got the whole line thing going on. We gotta wait and wait and wait. You'll eventually make it in. that's not fun. So let's see how long we're gonna have to wait in line. But anyway, what the cool thing is, look, I parked next to this Cummins. Look, that's stock height. It's definitely stock height. He's got some different tires on it, so I don't know if he bumped him up a size or not, but there is your reference for stock height to 12-inch lift on 40s. I'm probably sitting on the hood, to be honest, or a little taller. So there's your little height difference. That's ridiculous. That's a Laramie. That's super nice. But yeah, I'm definitely sitting like on the hood here. Crazy difference in height, but definitely awesome. Okay, so we just got back from Home Depot. This was just stupid cheap, literally 10W30. That's what goes in the motor, but it was just straight up like $3 and some change. So I couldn't just pass it up. This is about $7. Here's your high pressure pump oil. This is literally what we're gonna stick in here. I took our little primer bulb out. I don't know why there's exactly a primer bulb in here, but online, I mean, this is for cat pumps. Everyone says these cat pumps are ridiculously good. I'm probably gonna fill this entire pump up because that's what people say online. Usually, you fill it up. I mean, I would assume a puddle that size would come from this size. And I don't have a manual. It was given to me for free. It never ran. I don't know all the facts about the pump side of this, so I'm just gonna fill it up. I don't even know if this is a quart. This is 21 ounces. I don't think so. Okay, so today is definitely not my day with the oil. We have another spill. I needed a skinnier funnel. However, we got the motor oil filled, and we got our pump filled again. Well, alright guys, I guess this is our initial test. I got the hose hooked up, and I borrowed the hose off of our old leaky power washer, so it'll probably leak out of there. I gotta order a new one off Amazon or whatever. At Home Depot, the new wands and everything, they were like ridiculous, like 50 bucks for the handle. I already had the hose, but then like the extension, like that part was like 30 bucks. It was like 70 bucks for just that. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna borrow this one for now, order one on Amazon for a lot cheaper, and go from there. Alrighty, well, without further ado, let's attempt to start this. Obviously turn the switch to on. Let's choke. Let's put that to choke. Fuel on. All right, let's crank her. See if there's, I don't know if there's a primer bulb on here or not. Oh! Starts right up after it gets some fuel in her, she's running. Let's go get the hose on. Alright guys, well, as you can see, I just power washed this off. I'm not done. I'm going to do a full clean on it because it obviously, you can see it needs it. There's grime and stuff all over this paint. This is perfect time to use some of the new Jax Wax stuff we just picked up. Again, as always guys, if you need anything from Jax Wax, use the code LIME, get a discount on your order. But let's get into this.
Oh guys, look at this shot right here. Sun going down, Chevy parked all like that, this parked like this, shining. I ran over this after I kind of dried it off. I actually dried it off with my leaf blower, which I don't even know where it is. But after I did that, I kind of went over this whole car with just the Jack's Wax Hawaiian Shine. Kind of gave it a little spray wax situation because I'm not going to go give it a full wax right now, especially with the... right now, this car looks incredible. It probably looks incredible on camera, doesn't it? But get up close, look. You got all these, you can't even see it, these dark, these are still here. All of these, all the way down this pillar here, right there. Look at that. You got those dirty hard water spots all the way over here. That's from when I went through the car wash, and I don't know if I went mudding. I don't even know what I did. Went through the car wash and it kind of swooped up all, got stuff everywhere. So it's just kind of this side of the car more than not. But I'm gonna have to go through here with some water spot remover that I did get from Jack's Wax too, and really spend a whole day on this car. Clay bar, buff, polish. I want to ceramic coat it. But hard water spots are some of like the hardest things to get off. I do have it in there, and I wasn't going to go through the whole process today because it's like 2x2 square, wipe it off. Just, it's like a process, so I'm going to do that on a different day. However, like I said, I do need to spend probably a whole day cleaning, detailing this. The HD wheel and tire cleaner, oh my goodness, look at this, guys. Really did clean those up. Obviously, they're satin wheels, not gloss, so there's our finished look. They do look good. Brembos look good. Obviously, still some oxidation on the rotors from just sitting in water, but that'll clean up when we drive it. But yeah, she looks good for pretty much the first, like, touch wash this season, really. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if I'll film it. If that's something that really is like interesting to you, if I want to get this thing like perfect condition, buff, polished, ceramic coated, and just, you know, ready for like this kind of summer season here, just really help me out if it was ceramic coated and cleaned, clay barred and all, just so I don't have to worry about doing like a immense and just a lot of cleaning every time I wash it. So do want to do that. At the end of the day here, what we built, about 2,300 PSI power washer, 2.5 gallons a minute, for 99 bucks. Truly cannot beat that. Obviously, Predator makes a lot of motors. You could take this and bump it up to like the $130 motor that I think it's like 7.5 horse and some other stuff. You can mix and match your stuff to match whatever, you know, power washer you pull it off of. So if you find one that's broken on Craigslist, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and it's a 3,700, 4,400 power washer that runs this, but it's like a 12 horsepower motor, buy the matching Predator and match it up, and you'll have, you know, you'll have a $700, $800 power washer for 200 bucks then. And honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna keep this or sell it or do whatever with it yet. I don't know, or give it to somebody who needs it in the family. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but for 99 bucks we fixed a broken power washer and we have a usable one now. I do think I want to go out and buy a higher horsepower Predator motor and a higher GPM pump and push some serious pressure, because to be honest, for what I do and all this stuff I'm gonna wash and keep clean this summer and spring, what I think I'm truthfully gonna do is take a higher GPM, higher PSI pump, pair it to a higher horsepower Predator motor, and make myself the ultimate detailing power washer here very soon. Say this one and that one, they both work well, but they're just, to me, I really need some like meat and girth behind my power washer. I want pressure that's strong and just, you know, almost like I said, don't get too close to the paint because you might power wash it off kind of pressure. Then, I mean, that power washer itself will even make our foam cannon work so much easier, because, you know, you're pushing higher pressure instead of putting like low pressure through and out. It's gonna be pushing it in and out, foam up more. So I'm probably gonna do that here soon. Well guys, if you enjoyed this video, I know I've been wanting to do that for a long time. If you enjoyed this video, shoot it a thumbs up. If you haven't been here before and you enjoy this content, please get down there, click subscribe. Take care. I will see you guys in the next video.